All right, welcome in everybody. I'm going to look at twin flame energy for the collective. Let's see where we go. Any zodiac signs that do show up, I'll pull some cards around that. That can be guidance for you if that's your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or it could be the person you're dealing with. So you make the call. That will happen in the extended. All right, so let's see where we go. What is going on with the twin flame collective right now? Gonna look at feminine, divine feminine, and divine masculine. I've seen this card in one of the readings I've been doing. I did for Jupiter transiting Aquarius, and it does feel like support is all around you, friendship, cleansing waters, taking shelter. The answers are within. Some of you are being asked to go within more. I've been talking a lot about journaling lately. I'm going to put a card here for the video I did about journaling. Journaling and meditating, these are practices that will help you understand your own unique path. And, you know, it's one thing, I think, to watch tarot readings and get a sense of what's going on, but then go deeper into it. How are those energies impacting me? If you feel a resonance from whatever is going on in the world, from whoever you're watching or anything like that, you're like, oh yeah. You know when you feel it, right? You know when you feel like, oh, the words to that song, it makes you remind you of somebody, or it could bring up information. Last Friday, I did a live that was a little bit different than I normally do, and I talked a lot about intuitive hits and what it means to have an intuitive hit. So another card, we're gonna put a card here, to get you back to that video if you want to take a look at that. It's really about discerning true intuition from fear. I think a lot of people have issues around that. And I think that especially when we're talking about twin flame, a lot of people can fall into a certain way of thinking about a twin flame because this is their hope versus what's really going on. And I think that what I'm trying to do is help you understand your own intuition. It speaks more quietly. It's a lot more subtle. And sometimes people can feel fear around relationship relationship readings, because they want it always to be sunny and happy and joyful, and that's fine, but this relationship is really about learning and growing. And growth doesn't always come from sunny, happy days. It can come from real expansion of your own awareness. And to me, that's a sunny, happy day. You might not feel that way, but I feel that way. All right, so divine feminine underneath, I'm getting the Ace of Swords for divine feminine. Really cutting through the nonsense. I only want clarity. I only want things that are real and true. I don't want to hear any kind of happy talk. I just want to know what's going on, okay? I don't want to hear happy talk. So the feminine is definitely on the path here. I'll lay out the feminine. This is the feminine reading here, masculine, and then the connection. All right, so let's see where we go for the feminine. Look at that. The feminine is going toward a life partner. All right, opportunity, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, how we got here, 8 of Swords, strength. The feminine can be going toward a fire sign partner, life partner, because they're sick of the nonsense, okay? The feminine can just be like, you know what? I'm turning my back on any kind of happy bullshit talk. Like, I just really want to know what's going on. I don't want to don't blow any more sunshine up my skirt. I don't want that. I want to go towards someone who is stable and solid, a life partner. I want to move in that direction. Some of you also may be jumping on board with a partner who has asked you because you're just like, I can't even. Right? Like, I can't even take this twin flame stuff anymore. I got to get out of it. So I'm just going to go toward this Emperor. Emperor can be, I see Aries and Leo, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. The opportunity is to really take your own beliefs and go home, right? This is like the person taking their ball and running home because, like, I don't want to be part of this game anymore. It's boring. It's nonsense. you know, this is a real turning of the back. The feminine's turning the back on any kind of connection that is tied up, swamped with too much thinking, too much, you know, like really not feeling it. Feminine is just like, I got to overcome this. And this is part of my lesson, is to overcome something that is being just happy talk at me, overcoming that. I'm not doing that anymore. I want to know what's really going on, but I also don't want to hang around through every kind of twist and turn here. I just don't want to do that anymore. Where is the masculine? So I feel like the feminine is going toward a life partner, not necessarily their twin. Okay, so where is the masculine, the divine masculine here, the energy of the divine masculine? I feel like the feminine doesn't really know everything. The feminine doesn't, they only know what the masculine is telling them. And that's something that they're kind of like, God, I'm like not wanting to hear. I'm not wanting to hear it anymore. You're either telling me you're coming toward me or I'm out, right? Like there's a little bit of that. So underneath for the masculine, Knight of Cups. Very romantic, okay? Wanting to make a romantic offer. The masculine is feeling like they are on stage, like they are being looked at. They have all of the burden is on them right now. That's how the masculine is feeling. The situation, Nine of Cups. I almost feel like that's how divine masculine kind of likes that. They want to have everything. They want to be the one who's making the choices and the distinct and the changes here. They want to be the one, even though it's sort of like it's a burden. It may feel like a burden to them. It's what they've wanted. All right. They've wanted to be the one. So this might be in another relationship or in their work. They might feel overwhelmed and burdened, but it is what they wanted. Okay. The opportunity is for the masculine to really reap the rewards of all they've been working on. I almost feel like this is about some masculine who is overworking themselves to become the King of Pentacles to the detriment of the connection with the divine feminine. Look at that. This is what the universe is. I feel like you guys are, I feel the exasperation here. And there's a little bit of an alignment thing here. That's let me try to get this for you. I feel like the feminine is going towards somebody who's solid and stable. The masculine is trying to make themselves solid and stable so the feminine will come toward them. There is an alignment here. The feminine may be quitting on the masculine too soon here. Okay? Star. The masculine is definitely healing and putting down anything that, well, hang on one second. Let me try and get this. The masculine is putting down any kind of old patterns that were making them unavailable in terms of a relationship. They're working hard. They're doing everything they think they're supposed to be. And I think the feminine is kind of like, you know what? I don't want to deal with anything that's not real. No more promises. No more promises, okay? And I don't think that the masculine is blowing smoke. I really don't. All right, so what's the energy of the connection here for the collective? Three of Swords. Six of Wands. Three of Pentacles. King of Swords. So there's been a lot of heartache here in this connection. I feel like the masculine is doing what they think is right to overcome and give the feminine something real and tangible. The feminine is like, it's not moving fast enough for me. I'm going to walk toward a partner who is who's ready. But I feel like the masculine is on the verge of being ready. King of Pentacles. All right, King of Pentacles is no joke. And they do have a romantic offer that they want to make. The feminine may be bowing out a little too soon here. Feeling like that the masculine is not giving them the whole story or not really able to be the one who's making the offer that they want, okay? And I do feel like Six of Wands and Three of Pentacles, what's going to overcome this is some kind of call to mission. So before the feminine gets too far down the road, I feel like something in the feminine, instead of walking toward a partner who's going to be, you know, solid, stable, the feminine needs to create their own masculine inside them. I've been saying this for a while. So it's about mission. And I feel like instead of walking toward another partner, divine feminine needs to find that partner internally. Okay? King of Swords needs to see themselves clearly as the masculine feminine together. This feminine needs to create union with their own masculine inside, meaning all the masculine things we think about in this life, about money, stability, protection, any kind of masculine thing. The feminine needs to create that masculine inside them. They need to do all that for themselves, so that this is not about the masculine being the one in sole possession of those qualities. Do you see what I'm saying? The feminine needs to grow those qualities in themselves. So the feminine is kind of getting pissed that the masculine isn't really, giving them those things, but it's really a lesson to the feminine that they need to do it for themselves. That's the alignment with the masculine. You get it? That's the alignment. The alignment really is on the divine feminine to say, oh, I'm going toward me being in charge, me being powerful, me having this worldly 3D experience, for myself, me creating that for me. And then that becomes in alignment with what the masculine is doing. I feel like the feminine might be asking the masculine for something that they need to do for themselves. The feminine needs to do for themselves. And that, my friends, is the truth. Okay? That's what union is all about. It's about creating inner union first. And that's what's happening here. So there's been a lot of heartbreak here because the feminine has wanted the masculine to be something that she needs to embrace for herself. The masculine feels overwhelmed and feeling unappreciated because they're not getting credit for doing the work here. But there's a lot of cups here, and there's a lot of healing about feelings. The masculine is doing a lot of good work around healing their feelings. Okay? And I feel like the feminine, it's almost like the feminine, because it's an internal thing, their feminine, the divine masculine, has an internal feminine that they're working on. The feminine doesn't see that. Because you know why? Because it's feminine. It's inside. That's so interesting. All right. Anything else here before I do see, let's see. I see Leo and Aries and Aquarius. Right? 7 of Pentacles, Sun, more Leo energy, Tower, Page of Swords. Okay. So this has been going on for a long time. This has been going on for a long time. And, oh, this is my book here. This has been going on for a long time. And I feel like it's time for the feminine to recognize that the masculine has been doing the work. And it's time for the feminine to also recognize that she is doing her own work too. To walk away from, if you expect, let's just put this in a very easy kind of digestible way. If you expect someone to cook you dinner and they're like, doing other stuff, you don't think that they're making the dinner. So you're like, oh God, I'm hungry. I'm going to have to do this for myself. And then you make it. It turns out what they're doing is like marinating, and they're doing stuff that is in preparation to make the dinner, but they're not getting there yet because they have to learn all these other skill sets that are more internal. And the one who's looking for the external results is getting impatient. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a blow up here. It's a long time in coming. A little bit of a blow up. Like, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? There's anger here. Okay, I see the King of Swords here, the Aries, the Mars energy of anger. I see that. And I think there's going to be a little conversation. Okay? A conversation of, what's going on? Please tell me where you are. It could also be, well, hang on to that, put a pin in that. I feel like the feminine is going to say, I'm out. And the masculine's going to say, I'm working on it. And it's like they're missing the point. Okay, they're missing the point with each other. Okay, but there's going to be this kind of moment in time. This has been a long time coming. This blow up. And then conversation. All right, so we're going to dive deeper into this. We'll see where we go. I do see Aquarius, Leo, and Aries here. So I will dive deeper into those signs. If that's your sign, you might want to check it out. All right, the link is below. Twin flame reading, weekly reading for July. Listen to me. November 23rd. We'll go through the end of the month, and then we'll see where we go. Okay? All right. Link is below for you if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there.